Thank you, Dean, for that introduction. Good morning. Good morning. Indeed, this is a good morning. We are here to worship the Lord. Let's worship the Lord. Let's worship the Lord. My name is Brandon Moore, and today I will be speaking from the topic of brokenness one-on-one. Psalm 51, verse 14 through 17, and I'll be reading from the New Living Translation. Forgive me for shedding blood, O God, who saves. Then I will joyfully sing of your forgiveness. Unseal my lips, O Lord, that my mouth may praise you. You do not desire a sacrifice, or I would offer you one. You do not desire a burnt offering. The sacrifice you desire is a broken spirit. You will not reject a broken and repentant heart, O God. What is worship? Better yet, where is worship? Are we worshiping right now? Psalm 51 is a song written by David after a time that Nathan came and told him a story. In 2 Chronicles chapter 12, we find this story. God sends Nathan to tell David that he has sinned against him. He tells him a story about a rich man and a poor man. The rich man has many sheep, many cattle. The poor man only has one lamb that he took into his own family. He fed that lamb from his own plate. He gave that lamb drink from his own cup. That lamb was his child. David related to the rich man and the poor man, and Nathan goes on to tell him that the rich man one day has a guest, and the guest comes, and as they get ready to prepare for dinner, the rich man steals the sheep of the poor man, kills him, and prepares him for dinner. David is listening to this story, and he gets enraged. He says, Nathan, that man, he deserves to die. That man, he owes the poor man 4 times what he has stolen. And Nathan looks at him and says, you are that man. You are that man. And as I prepared for this sermon, I asked God, I said, God, please make me like David. I know you gave me this word. I know you called me to preach. Make me like David. I want to have a broken spirit so I can worship. And he said, Brandon, I don't know if you're ready for that. I said, Lord, I'm ready for it. I'm on my way to the festivals of preachers. I'm on my way to Atlanta. Just make me like David. Break my heart, God, please. He said, Brandon, you sure you're ready for that? I said, Lord, I'm sure I'm ready. Have I killed any sheep? He said, Brandon, you are that man. I said, hold up now. I ain't killed no sheep, God. I pay my tithes. I do everything I'm supposed to do. I'm in the right relationship with you. I know I got a relationship with you. What you mean I killed him? He said, it's not about the killing. It's not about the sin. It's about the honesty. And you haven't been honest with me, Brandon. You haven't been honest with me because you haven't been honest with your parents. I said, Lord, what this ain't got nothing to do with mom and dad. This is between me and you. Now, I'm a grown man. You have brought me here to preach. You done called me to preach. Well, I need to preach this word. And I'm sitting upstairs. This is January 2nd. He says, Brandon, you received your grades as soon as you left from college. But you have not told your parents that you have a D in the family. I don't need to tell them, God. He said, that's your family. You need to tell them that you have a D because they are paying for your education. And I said, Lord, I'll fix this problem. I've repented. I can't tell them this. He said, well, you can't preach until you tell them. And as I sat in that hotel room in the darkness of room 613, didn't have anything to preach. And you can tell, I sat in the darkness. And I asked the Lord to just give me the words to say to my parents first. I called my mom and I told her, I said, look, I messed up. I got a 2.84 right now. I only have a year to graduate, and I've got to retake a class. I'm still on track to graduate, but I just need you to know this because God is not letting me preach until I tell you. And she said, look, Brandon, That's between you and God. I don't accept your deed. I don't accept your mediocrity. I don't accept you not telling the truth. But what I do need you to do is talk back to God and tell him that I appreciate your integrity, your honesty. And in this lesson, I've learned that God wants nothing from our worship but our honesty. He wants nothing from our worship but us to come out and be who we are, where we are, whenever we're going through it. He makes us, he breaks us, just like he broke David. Just like he broke me. And wherever you are in the situations of life, wherever you are as you get ready to preach, preach honestly. Give God your heart. Give God whatever it is that you have, because then you can worship with a true and repentant heart. I had a lot of points that I wanted to make, and that's all he had for me to say.